Alright, so this is the how to make a rapid fire mod for Xbox 360, and everything in front of me is basically what you're going to need. And the first thing that you need is this Torx T9 screwdriver, and this has a special hole in it. It's tamper proof. The screws are made tamper proof, so you can't open them, so you have to have that type of screwdriver. And the next thing you do is you open it. There's 7 screw holes, and the 7th screw hole is hid under a barcode. You have to scrape the barcode off to get to that screw. And then basically you just pop the cover off. Oh, I forgot to mention, you have to tape your buttons or they'll fall out. They slide in right here. If you don't tape them, they'll just fall out and you have to mess with putting them back in and retaping them. And then just pop your thumbsticks off. And this pad is what pushes your buttons. You can just take this off, but don't lose it. Okay, and right here should be rumble packs. These right here. I cut mine off because they got in the way of my button, and I really didn't care about the vibration anymore, so I just kind of ripped mine out because they got annoying. And the second thing you need is you need 24 gauge wire. Mine is ribbon wire. It's stuck together. You have to separate this. You need 2 separate wires. So all you do is cut that down the middle when you tear it apart. And your wires are going to connect to your button. And the first place that you're putting the wire is right here next to the right thumbstick. There's 3 prongs right there. I'm sure that's blurry, but it's the middle prong that you're soldering it onto. Oh yeah, you also need solder. You need a soldering iron, and you need soldering. I got really no solder because everything you're working with is really tiny, and big solder would kind of be bad to use. And anyways, the first spot is right there. It's the middle prong. And the second spot is the LED. Right here is your middle Xbox button, and this first spot right below D21 is where you're actually going to solder the second point to. This is a lot better than the other spot over here, because this is just a little hole and it doesn't really stay in the hole very well. So this is better to use because you have a metal to actually solder to. I tried this first and I tried for like 2 hours and it wouldn't stay. So I would use this right here, and honestly I think it shoots faster. And then, okay, so this mod only works for Call of Duty Call of Duty 4. It doesn't work for Call of Duty World at War. It works for Halo and stuff like that, but World at War is patched, so you have to have like a stealth mod for that. And this isn't a stealth mod, this is just a regular rapid fire mod. Basically, that's everything you need. Your button, this is my button. You need a push button. This is just, it's called a temporary button, push button, and you have to actually drill a hole. I put mine right here because it goes right with your middle finger, and there's actually, underneath here, there's actually like a hole. You can see where there's like an indentation. That's probably where you want to put it, because that's basically right where your finger is going to be. You do need a drill because you have to drill that. After you put your button in and you solder everything, you're pretty much done. So you just put all your stuff back on and then screw everything in, and that's pretty much it. But this mod doesn't work for World at War because World at War is patched. So this works for 4 and all the others. And it works for Halo and stuff, but not World at War. You have to get a stealth mod. All of this costed about $30. So if you don't have the money and you don't really know what you're doing, I would just go online and buy a stealth mod from like Evil Controllers or someplace like that, because if you don't really know what you're doing and you don't have money, I wouldn't recommend doing this. So that's pretty much it. And if you have any questions, just send me feedback.